We are at the 22nd Annual MPAC Media Awards. I'm happy to have with us today Emad Burnat. He's the co-director of Five Broken Cameras, the Palestinian film that was recently nominated for the Oscar. Emad, we're so happy to have you, and I want to congratulate you, first of all, on this award.
Thank you very much.
I hope that your trip this time was a little bit easier than last time when you came for the Oscars.
Nothing easy. I've been traveling around the world for a long time, and each time something happens to me. So this time it was, it's very long flight, and to cross from the West Bank to Jordan, it's not easy. Sometimes it takes me 24 hours, and it's the same thing for the Palestinian people because it's the only exit to us. And I got trouble this time from the Jordanian security, not from the American and not from the Israelis.
As I was watching the film, I was thinking, wow, one of the things you said in the film was, I never thought I would be a filmmaker, never imagined myself doing film. So I want to talk about how this movie, how Five Broken Cameras became a reality for you.
It is a reality. It is a reality because it is my story, my village story, my family story, my friend's story. I know that many films were made about the subject, Palestine and the war and what's going on in Palestine, but these films were made from people who come from outside to hijack our life, our stories. I think we should tell our stories. So I thought I have to make this film.
I think that is the most important thing. Is it's one thing for people to come from the outside, any form of media, and another thing from the story to really come a personal story from the heart. Once you completed the film and then started taking it out, how did the ball get rolling after that? How did it go to Sundance and this and that and ultimately to the Oscars?
Yeah, first the film was premiered in ITFA Amsterdam, and after the first screening I saw how the impact and how the people react after watching the film, because to see this footage and to see the film about the daily life in Palestine for them is new. So I knew that the film is it's good and people like it. People love the film.
I want to talk a little bit about Jibril because I know that he's your fourth son and he plays an important role in this film essentially, and you're almost seeing life through his eyes. So I want to talk about a little bit about how he impacted the film and then how the film impacted his life as well.
I think Jibril is very important to be a character in the film. It's not just a character because he lived the reality, and he was growing up and watching outside what's going on. So I was watching him and I was following him during his life, 6 years, more than 6 years, because I wanted to cover and to follow my life, my son's life, because it's important to show how our kids live.
No, I completely understand, and I think that any parent can understand. As a mother of a child who's almost Jibril's age, you think about these things. You think about the life that my child could be living and seeing it through them. And in the many times that I have been to Gaza to visit my family and seeing how different the lives of my cousins there are than my life growing up here. So I think that this is most definitely the point that really touches people the most. And I know that the experience you had coming in for the Oscars was a difficult experience here at the airport in LAX, but I want to touch on that just a little bit and see it through your eyes and what this experience meant to you.
I think what's happened to me in LA airport, it's a very small example of what's happened in Palestine, of what's happening everyday life in Palestine, not for me or to all the Palestinians. So for me it was normal to stop me out and to question me and to ask me. But to come to America, to United States, democracy country, and to treat you as a Palestinian or not a Palestinian. So it's not I felt bad about this because I was nominated to the Oscar, and it's not respect for me and for the Oscar also.
Once that was behind you, once that got all taken care of, I want to talk a little bit about your experience at the Oscars. I mean, I'm sure that you would never have dreamt. I don't think any filmmaker when they begin, especially their first film, imagines that one day they will be walking the red carpet at the Oscars with that film.
Yeah, for me it's very good experience, and I was thinking to just to come from small village in the West Bank, and this is my first film, and to be in the Oscar, to be nominated to the Oscar, so it's very big and very big success. And I came to the Oscar with my wife and with my son, and this is
Soraya and Jibril, they came with you. I
and
saw
my wife,
pictures. Yeah.
my wife wears the Palestinian traditional dress with hijab, and this is the first time you see Palestinian woman walk on the red carpet and a Palestinian kid. So for me, this is a big success to in the Oscar, and to meet people, to meet actors, to meet famous people, and to tell them about the story and the film. So for me, it's the success.